Hello everybody, welcome back to DX News. We hope you enjoyed the show. So it seems that evil companies that want to take over the world are slowly creeping into crypto. At first, they left us alone because they figured, there's no money in this. But now, little by little, you start to see that dark hand moving in. So personally, we've been rooting for Elon since, Hugh Hefner passed away. But it seems it won't be the case. It seems actually that Jeff Bezos is beating him to the punch. Amazon has been picked by the European Central Bank to help create a European digital coin. And it's very funny how they're choosing an American company to help print euros. On July 14, the president of the European Central Bank, Mrs. Christine Lagarde, talked about the need to adapt and to any relevant formats of payments and thrive along with the rest of the world. They said the digital euro can only be successful if it becomes part of the everyday lives of Europeans. It must add value compared with existing solutions. What would those existing solutions be? So we do think that this is a point for crypto adoption, but is this the best way to do it? Are giant private corporations the best way to create digital currency, or are the best ones? So we're not really huge fans on corporations most of the time because for the most part, they're very easy to flip over and fuck customers and employees even, as is the case with Amazon and Coinbase. Now, coincidentally, they are both run by bald supervillain lookalikes. I mean, we are talking about the real-life Dr. Evil and, of course, the Lex Luthor of crypto. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, please go educate yourself. Remember to do your own research. Now, Amazon isn't the only one. They're actually one of 5 companies that were picked by the European Central Bank in order to help create this digital currency. Now, according to the available information, the US-based company Amazon is the one being charged to create a digital payments platform. Now, there is no confirmation if the project is in itself a digital coin, but that is the rumor. Amazon, for example, is deeply involved with crypto. A Missouri report, for example, revealed that Amazon Web Services host over 50% of all Ethereum nodes. And that's a lot of computing power, folks, and about 3% of all the Solana nodes. So they could be looking into creating some sort of digital currency, crypto blockchain solutions for everyday problems. We'll see. Stay tuned for this channel for more news. Moving on to our boy Kwon. Now he says he's not hiding, but he kind of is. So maybe he's not hiding because people know where he is, but he is hiding because he's not making himself available to them. It's just a game of words, guys. But here's the thing. If I were to rob millions and literally knock down a $40 to $60 billion economy, then I would also hide my ass. Just like Kwon, or maybe not like Kwon because he's not hiding. Anyway, check out his Twitter thread for more. Remember, he's not hiding, he's only playing hide and seek with the Korean authorities and everybody else who was investing in Luna. Now, in a previous video, we had said that he was in Singapore, and apparently that's where he still is. But the police haven't been able to find him, even though they are looking for him. So instead of coming out like an innocent person who wants to confront justice and prove his innocence, he is taking to it on Twitter. So here's what our favorite desperado had to say about it. Dear CT, I will tell you what I am doing and where I am if 1. We are friends, 2. We have plans to meet, and 3. We are involved in a GPS-based Web3 game. Otherwise, you have no business knowing my GPS coordinates. Really don't understand why. Otherwise would be true. Think about whether you would be comfortable with the same level of invasion of privacy for yourself. Well, boy, if you didn't want this level of scrutiny in your life, you should have thought twice before going down and creating some Ponzi scheme like looking platform. Like, you should have thought ahead, asshole. Not on the run or anything similar. For any government agency that has shown interest to communicate, we are in full cooperation and we don't have anything to hide. You see, the thing is that there is a government agency who is not interested in communicating with you, only arresting you. There's a difference, so you need to be in communication with them as well. We are in the process of defending ourselves in multiple jurisdictions. Well, what else can you do? We had held ourselves to an extremely high bar of integrity and look forward to clarifying the truth over the next few months. Next few months. Asshole, if you wanted to be integral, you should have stayed in Korea instead of hiding out in Singapore, son of a bitch. And of course, to top it all off, he said, cheers. So, ourselves, being a decentralized agency, are advocates of privacy. But at this point, nobody really gives a fuck about this guy. Really, the FBI can leak all of his nudes for all we care. So really, he should be confident about what he said. I mean, he is innocent, like Hillary, and he should just hand himself over to the authorities for the processing. Although, odds are he's just stalling until he can come up with a better plan. Anyway, karma will catch up to you. Hey, so one of the more surprising or maybe least surprising news is the effects the merge has had on the Ethereum price. The merge did produce several good things. One of the effects is going to be that Ethereum blockchain will no longer consume the same electricity as a small country, and a transaction won't cost you the same as a meal for two. I mean, it really depends on the type of meal you're having, right? You could also eat a meal for four. Kind of thing that would make you believe it's a win-win situation. However, it had a very adverse effects on the Ethereum pricing. At the time of this writing and filming, Ethereum has dropped almost 20%. So what's going on with the Ethereum holders? Why are you guys dropping? So Decrypt has had two possibilities. The first one could be based off the consumer price index. The US is still going on with more and more inflation. And as a result of that, Fed might be raising interest rate in order to try to combat that inflation. On Tuesday, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics announced that they had again continued to increase with the inflation. That's making the Fed want to raise interest again in order to combat that inflation, which of course led people to run for the hills and sell off all of their shit. Stock and crypto took a beating over the last couple of days because of these assholes again. And then the other accepted theory is the buy the rumor, sell the news. That's when you buy crypto in anticipation of a major event and then sell it as soon as that event occurs. I gotta say, this is the favorite investment tactic of paper hand Pajeets. Moving on to the legend, the myth, the hero, Satoshi Nakamoto is dead because apparently he destroyed his keys and can't access his hard drive. So Craig Wright, the dude that has been telling the world he is Satoshi Nakamoto, our god or demigod, because the god here is hash. So this dude is going at it in court trying to prove and to be officially named as Satoshi Nakamoto. So he was recently heard and decided to take some guy named Magnus Graneth to court, because this gentleman said that he was not the real Satoshi Nakamoto. So Mr. Fake Satoshi or Real Satoshi really didn't think this through, because he insisted that he could prove his authenticity with the keys to the crypto wallet. Unfortunately, he said in court that he stomped on the hard drive that contained those keys. I mean, the keys to a fortune, and it was the only way that he could prove who he was. So really, I mean, why the fuck would he do that? That's the basic question that comes to mind. And when he was asked, his answer was as bizarre as his actions. I didn't want to encourage the argument that you need keys, said Wright in a statement immediately when he was asked by Hodlonaut's lawyer. Yes, you could say this is a risk, but I think it's the most important thing I've done in my life. That really makes no absolutely fucking sense. Anyway, this guy should be beheaded for pretending to be Satoshi, and in case you are, then, don't sue us. Or if you do, good luck. And guys, we're going to top off this video by giving you news about Big Daddy Hash. The gentleman spent last week very busy at the Binance Blockchain Week. He got hands down dirty learning to make baguettes, learning the proper way to pronounce croissant, and bumping shoulders with the big boys, including Mr. CZ himself. The timing of all of this is amazing because it really coincides with the launching of version 3.9, which is something you should be in the lookout for, which precedes version 4.0, which is going to be coming out after that. Also, we got a new trailer for NFT Brawlers in the works, and the whitelist is still open, so make sure to sign up. Guys, this is all for today. My name is Louis, always reminding you to do your own research. Don't forget to like and subscribe.